This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
What up, TikTok family? How's everybody doing tonight? Got my coffee ready. Life is good. No complaints this way. What, share my live to Snapchat? Is that the option? Oh. Make sure y'all are hitting that like screen. Hit that like screen, fam. What's happening, y'all? How's it going, man? Kenneth Valverde. What up, buddy? Any gifters I follow, guys? Any gifters I follow? I'm right here. That's what's up, bro. Hey, make sure you guys are checking me out on Facebook. I'm popping off on the reels right now. Go out there, share them, like them. Even if you've already seen them, it helps. I'm popping off on Facebook reels right now. I got like 1,500 followers in 3 or 4 days. Yeah. Get out there, like my page. It's actually my page too, y'all. So it's like Inside Edition, Kyle Frisbee. The Facebook is actually who I am. The Facebook is actually from me all the way back through high school. So you'll get to know a little bit about me, I guess. Be kind of cool. I really wasn't planning it because honestly, with the content I share, it does make me nervous putting myself out there. But what do I got to lose, man? What do I got to lose? I'm not going to not share my stuff on their reels because I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? So go out there, check me out on Facebook. Search me up. It's just KYLEFRISBEY. It's my Facebook from high school, man. College, bro. College. When I first started popping off, man. Getting crazy with it. Conspiracizing. Kyle Frisbee. KYLEFRISBEY. Yeah, we can talk about the reptilians, bro. We'll cover some reptilians tonight. Why not? We'll cover a little bit of it all. Did you guys see my video on giants? Did you guys see my latest video on the giants? When I did a little research. Kyle Frisbee, KYLEFRISBEY. Check me out on Facebook. I got my reels popping off on there. I'm about to get paid, baby. Come on. It's going to happen for me. If Joe Rogan can do it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? That's positive manifestation right there. If Joe Rogan can do it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So get out there and like my Facebook. Like I said, share my content, share my reels on Facebook because they're starting to go off. It has everything too. Facebook is actually nice because it's actually a less censored. Facebook is less censored, y'all. They'll let you pretty much share anything. Facebook is less censored. So they'll let you pretty much share anything. It's weird. Some of my videos, it's already not letting me comment on. Whoop-de-woo. Big deal. So whatever, at the end of the day. Just get on there, like my reels, share my shit, like my Facebook, follow me, get my followers up on my Facebook. The way I figure it, you guys, they can't keep censoring me And they can't shut me down if I get enough momentum and I get it quick. You know what I'm saying? If I get momentum and I get it quick, like Joe Rogan style, obviously he's a bar way up here. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to sit there and say I'm as good as Joe Rogan, because let's be realistic here. But if I get a following, even in the millions on even YouTube, even in the 100,000s on Facebook, my content will be undeniable, and I'll be good to go, man. They won't censor me. They can't, because the masses would be pissed, and they don't want to piss off their customers. So that's the idea there. Like I said, I was hesitant. Thank you for the gifts. I follow everybody that gifts me. Gifts are huge for me because I'm a creator, man. So all of the money I get is what I get from you guys. So I appreciate every gift. You guys make what I do. Y'all make what I do. Thank you, Johnny Toxic. Thank you very much. You guys make what I do. But hey, thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Loving the gifts. Yes, thank you so much, you guys. It keeps my content going. If you dig my content, share and like and follow. Go to my other platforms. Spread it out. I got to get on them other platforms, guys. Instagram, I'm almost to 17,000 followers on Instagram. I still haven't touched YouTube, 10,000 followers yet. YouTube's hating on me a little bit, so we got to get you guys out there and get on my YouTube and sub my YouTube. But notice how my followers just drop like a shit ton when I talk about the YT channel on here. That's pretty obvious. But I'm sharing stuff about Giants every day. Awesome stuff. You guys see the video that I shared recently? It's 3 minutes long. I got a part 1 and a part 2. Did you see where I followed the storyline to Crete Island, then to Sardinia, and then I found those footprints, fam? Did you see those footprints? Did you see those footprints on the bottom of the ocean floor? You know what I'm saying? For real, y'all. That shit is not fucking joke. That is not a joke. I know that's what they are. I know that's what they are. They don't want to say it, but I feel like they are. You know what I'm saying? All my content subject to scrutiny. All of it is for your entertainment only. Okay, guys? Whether you decide it's true or not is up to you. I just share what I like to share and share what interests me. So I'm not going to sit here and claim my content is 100% fact, because nobody knows, not even me, obviously. No, I don't know. But I'm finding this stuff on Google Earth, which is really intriguing. Like I said in my video, I guarantee if you take a pattern and you walk a pattern and take a human's stride and walk around 1,000 steps in a clay field of sorts, or in the mud, say a farm field, and you took a drone shot and you measured the angles and you analyzed the angles at which these steps were taken, and then you mirror it to the ones I found on Google Earth, I will tell you right now, those steps are going to mirror to a T. You know what I'm saying? To a T. So those in the book of Enoch, in chapter 7, it says the fallen angels. The fallen angels were reptilian, fam. They came down and they had wives with the daughters of men. And they had 3 children first. And they each, I want to say it said they actually did kill the host, like the host mother died, because they were so big. And they were all of 3,000 L's. 3,000 L's, okay? An L, which is crazy. Now, I have another theory. You guys are going to like this. An L is from elbow to fingertip. An L. Our L, a human L that is on the planet right now, we consider 18 inches. But I looked throughout history because I was getting huge variances of the height of the tallest giant from the book of Enoch, from 4,500 feet all the way up to 25,000. A huge difference. And I'm thinking, well, in that case, it must be because the L is different per society. So I looked it up, and sure enough, baby, sure enough, you can't beat research like that. You can't beat research like that. I'm not patting myself on the back, but damn, you know what I mean? Sure enough, the Scottish L, up to 54 inches, over 4 feet, 4.5 to be exact. So that L, think about where that L came from. That L, elbow to hand, 54 inches, 4 feet, baby. Giants. Let's go. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You can't beat the logic. You can't beat the logic. 54 inches, L, in Scotland. That was a 4-foot L, a giant L. You know what I'm saying? 4-foot L on a giant. Shit, he's 16 to 20 feet tall. Right here and now. 16 to 20 feet tall. So I took that L. That L was the largest, and ours was the smallest. When I did that, multiplied it by 3,000 L's, I got 4,500 feet for our L, which is over just under a mile tall. And then I got, for 54, I got 22,700 feet tall. 22,700 feet tall. That's over 4.5 miles tall. 4.5 miles tall. Okay, think about that. And then I go and I measure those footprints on the ocean floor. 4,900 feet long. A mile, almost a mile footprint to a 4 mile tall being, which is very close because my footprint is 12 inches. Okay, my footprint is 12 inches. So, and I'm 6 feet tall. 12 goes into 72, 6 times. Their footage, 5,000 feet times 6 is 30,000 feet tall. Boom. There you go. That sucker was so tall, and I think it could have been Cronus, Zeus's father. Cronus, Zeus's father. In the history books, it says Cronus was the Titan god of Earth before the Olympians. He ate all his children. He ate all his children in fear that they would try and overthrow his throne. Except one. Rhea, his wife, got sick of him killing their offspring, so she took one of them to Crete Island, one of the earliest discovered giants islands in the Mediterranean in history. Before Christ, 200 years, it is said there was a great war with the Ottoman empires. And they found a 72-foot tall skeleton on Crete Island. They found 15 feet tall axes on Crete Island. They found 40-foot tall skeletons on Crete Island. Okay? Giants existed, no doubt about it. You can't deny it. It's the truth. It's the facts. And someday, hopefully, it'll be let out. You know what I'm saying? Someday, hopefully, it'll be let out. If you actually look into it, you guys, if you actually take the time to look into it and do your research, put the stories together like I have. Every society tells of the same type of story. A great earth war where the giants battled these beings, right? In Norse mythology, it was Zeus and Poseidon and his siblings that battled Cronus, the Titan. And the giants actually, in the first battle, the giants actually were recruited by Zeus. The giants and the Cyclopses were recruited by Zeus. The Cyclopses gave Zeus his ability to use lightning and thunder. The giants actually just helped. They were a good help, though. They were fierce battlers. They were fierce warriors. Okay? Now, some of these giants I know were evil, and somebody actually commented in my live yesterday that there's 5 different types of giants. 2 of them are evil, and I believe 2 of them are of reptilian descent. Now, this Norse mythology that I've been looking into is one of the only mythologies to show giants with reptilian legs and tails as well. Man body, reptilian legs and tails. People like the reptilians on here. I can tell that. And my numbers always go up when I start talking about reptilians. The reptilian race, you guys, if you really want to know about the reptilians, man, I know a lot about the reptilians, but I've avoided sharing stuff about the reptilians because it's real, it's sensitive, and they are powerful. And they are in the pockets of many powerful people. Okay? And they are a scary subject, to say the least. They are real. They are not a joke. Okay? The reptilian race is evil. Pure evil. They want to take Earth. They want to own Earth. The reptilian Anunnaki. I think people are mistaken. I think the Anunnaki are the reptilian. People are mistaken. I think the Anunnaki are the reptilian race. They lived on planet Nibiru. And they destroyed their planet with war. And they've actually even destroyed planets in our solar system. The asteroid belt. The asteroid belt was known as planet Tiamat. It had a great advanced race of a humanoid type ET living on this planet at the time of its destruction. They said that Nibiru collided with it. I beg to differ. I think Nibiru created a Death Star, and they blew the planet up from a Death Star. A Death Star-like scenario. If you just collided with the said planet, it wouldn't create the vast debris that is in the asteroid belt, the small chunks of asteroid. That was from an internal explosion. Put a firecracker on the palm of your hand, it blows up, you get burnt. Put a firecracker in the hand and close it, boom, just like Armageddon, your hand blows up. It blew up internally from the inside. It did not get hit with another planet. That's my theory. But anyway, that was the reptilians. So what happened? Why did the reptilians get here? What did they see? What did they want? Well, they actually wanted the gold off this planet. They wanted the gold because when harvesting gold and putting it through they put it through a monatomic process, meaning they break gold down into such a fine element that it's single atomed. It's purest of pure, monoatomic gold. And they can use that to blast into their atmosphere and create an atmosphere around them. Okay? They think they can rebuild their burn-up atmosphere due to the ravaged nuclear war. Make sure you guys are hitting that like screen, fam. Get this live out there. Get my numbers up. Any gifters I follow, you guys, all you people, follow me on Kyle Frisbee, KYLEFRISBEY. Follow me on my Facebook. My reels is popping off. Share, like, follow. That's my Facebook from when I was a kid, man, back in college. So it'll get you some inside info on me. Get to see who I really am, what I'm about. All right? Pretty cool stuff. Nothing there to hide. I'm a great guy, I think. So look at it. Check it out. Rock it. So back in the day, in the earliest of times, this was before all the Earth wars. Everything went on. Before the reptilian race was even let into our galaxy. Okay? These ETs would be able to travel through wormholes from billions of light years away. The little ETs are the reptilian minions, just like the movie, baby. Minions, right? The reptilian minions. They infiltrated the original Earth human races early on, Atlanteans and Lemurians. They infiltrated the Atlantean side. They convinced the Atlanteans by giving them tech and brainwashing, more or less, that they should rule an empire. That for 10 million years, Lemurians and Atlanteans lived in harmony. Love and light, beauty, everybody eats mentality. Nobody suffered, no man left behind, right? No homeless, no nothing, okay? They infiltrated this beautiful structure of life, and they convinced the Atlanteans the evil. And they did this using black goo, okay? Black goo. It's a monatomic, super intelligent, organic life form that can create life, and it can take shape, and it can infiltrate your body. It's got monoatomic gold in it. It's got all these earth elements in it in a single atom form, but it can literally mimic things. Shadow people stem from black goo, evil black goo. Demons as well stem from evil black goo, okay? That is what the reptilians worship. That is their dark. That's the dark side. That's the dark black goo. It's in meteorite form. How it got here. The ETs convinced the Atlanteans that they should rule over this other people, right? And when they did this, they convinced the Atlanteans to open up a Stargate, which I believe could stem from the pyramids they found in the Bermuda Triangle. Thank you for the gifts. I follow all gifters. I even check your page. Might even duet your videos. You never know. All right? Get you some exposure. Get you some exposure if you're trying to pop on here. I always do that, guys. Anybody who gifts me, I might even duet on one of your videos, get you some exposure, but I always follow you. Always follow you. So gift me up, please. I appreciate them all. Appreciate them all. So they convinced them to open this Stargate in the universe, right? And what do they do first? Before they even come here, before they even land on Earth, these reptilians, they send in a group of meteors, a group of meteorites. These meteorites were full of evil black rock goo. And this is created, so this is created by whatever planet it is on. Check this out. It starts at the sea level. And this is real. Look it up. It starts at the sea level. And it gets pressurized and pushed through the fractures and fissures in the earth. at high temperatures and high pressures. Okay? And it presses this CO2-rich water. It's full of the life force needed to create life. CO2, carbon dioxide. And it presses, releases until it literally works out all of the single atom elements within in this water. And it extracts in an intelligent, hyperdimensional life form. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. And the black goo created on Earth, right? The black goo created on Earth by Mother Earth, by Gaia, she created black goo that was inherently good. Her black goo, when consumed or even exposed to mankind, opened all 7 chakras, including heart, but most importantly, heart. Okay? Hers was perfect for Earth and for the bliss that is supposed to be created on Earth by her. Okay? That's her black goo. And that was great for millions of years, and it kept everything positive and love and light for millions and millions of years. Until the reptilians. I believe that Earth is one of the most unique planets in the entire super universe, cosmos, all of it. It's very unique. The life force it creates is unique. The sources on Earth are unique. She's organic. She is conscious. She is real, y'all. And we treat her terribly every single day. But we need to change that, and we can. But the goo she created was all love and light until the Atlanteans opened this Stargate. When the Atlanteans opened the said Stargate, y'all, they sent the meteors full of another planet, probably planet Nibiru's black goo, the evil black goo, probably right off planet Nibiru. They harvested rocks and they sent them into the Stargate and at Earth. And you see all the craters on Earth. All of them. Saginaw Bay is a crater. There's a massive crater under Antarctica. There's craters all over the ocean floor you can go find. I'm stupid brain farting on the one up in Canada. That big bay in Canada. That's a crater, y'all. So they sent all this black goo in this black meteorite form to Earth, and it crashed on Earth, y'all. It crashed Earth, and it blew open, spewing this evil black goo everywhere. Venom black goo, guys. It's the same thing. It's venom black goo. And this is all reptilian founded and funded and pushed. These are the reptilians, okay? If you want to know about them, these are the reptilians. Venom is real. Venom is a real scenario, okay? Even though Venom is evil, at normalcy, he does slowly convince this black goo not to be evil, because his being inside, the man that was being took by Venom, was inherently good. So he started to change Venom, and that's true too. The evil black goo with love and light can be turned to good black goo, but it takes a lot of love and a lot of light. So what their black goo does is when it shits out of the fucking Stargate and it hits Earth, it contaminates Earth with this evil black goo, and it starts to rub off on the people. The evil black goo, 3 chakra black goo: mind, body, and sexual. Hence the 360 sphere of sexuality, okay, in the world, possibly. But that's all that's all that they had. They lacked the heart, the empathy. What do people lack more than ever nowadays? Empathy for one another. That's the evil black goo at work, okay? Empathy, heart chakra. We need to find it again, because we've been poisoned with this, TV, it don't matter. You need to find the heart chakra. So they've infiltrated our highest levels of government, probably, in theory. And they are shape-shifting reptilian beings that want to win Earth back. Or, well, not win it back, but because at one time I guess they kind of did. They did have a small rule over Earth when they were enslaving the Igigi, and they were enslaving humans to harvest gold. They had a reign on Earth, but I want to say it was Enlil, the evil brother Enki was the serpent. Enlil had enough of the slavery, and he went to war, and the whole earth went to war over the enslaving of mankind to harvest gold. The Lemurians were love and light. If you guys have watched that kid's video on the doomsday flood and what it's going to look like, they said that Lemuria is going to resurface, that all of California could be put underwater while Lemuria resurfaces. Pretty crazy stuff. Lemuria and Lemurians were love and light. I believe they could have been the elongated skull beings. Possibly. And if you look in the ocean on Google Earth, there's a trade route that runs all the way from South America, all the way up to the Hawaiis, and all the way up to Alaska, when there was a land bridge, when there was actually, you could actually walk all over Earth by land. You did not have to cross any seas. This was probably 10,000 BC before the flood. 10,000 BC, 10 to 15,000 BC before the flood, maybe even earlier, maybe even 50,000 BC. I think the range of the timeline that they have, they're wrong in a lot of areas, but actually I think in some areas they could even possibly run short, or they could run long, meaning that the turnover of life on Earth is much faster than people want to know. You know what I'm saying? The turnover of life on Earth is much faster than people want to know. Like thousands of years, boom, recycle. Thousands of years, boom, recycle. Until we get it, until we get love and light. Because ultimately love and God and light will prevail. Love and God and light will prevail. It never fails. But in the last Earth War, they got close. They got close to competing with the archangels, Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, and etc. God himself, Jesus even. There's much debate over who Jesus actually was. Some people believe he was Michael. Some people believe he was Gabriel. Some people believe he was God himself. But either way, he was divine. I don't know if you saw this, but these new churches, the new NWO church, they're putting up 3 churches: Muslim, Islam, and Allah, and Catholic, if you want to say, but they're cutting out Christian and they're cutting out Jesus. They're not going to allow you to talk about Jesus. And that's a fact. You can look that up. It's going to be considered discriminatory, and you can get fined and or imprisoned. That is reptilians. Okay? Just saying. Yeshua, sure, Yeshua. Not Yahweh, Yeshua. I do not believe he was Yahweh. I believe he was Yeshua. And he had a twin brother. Maybe his twin brother was Yahweh. Maybe his twin brother was Yahweh. Who knows? But, yeah, that's happening as we speak, guys. Crazy stuff going on. But the reptilians, yes, they're very strong, very, very intelligent beings. Could you imagine running into one of them? Could you imagine seeing one of them? A tall dinosaur-like being with raptor-like features that could talk and even possibly fly. I don't know about you, but that's scary shit, y'all. We need the giants back, right? If they're not inherently evil. Sometimes I wonder that, because it did say in the first great giant battle with the Titans, Zeus recruited giants. Zeus recruited giants to help him fight the battle. So that's saying something. That to me tells me there are good giants out there. And it makes me wonder if the military isn't taking them out knowing that they're good. That's just a hypothesis or a theory. That they're actually being taken out and knowing that they're actually good. They're actually for mankind and for our ascension to the next level. That's just a hypothesis. Oh, I imagine, yes, there was Native American giants. Columbus, when he landed here, in Magellan, Francisco Pizarro, they all encountered races of giants and tribes of giants up to 10 feet tall. They have gigantism, they call it. They treat it like a disease among people nowadays, when in fact it's not. Look at Andre the Giant. Look at Yao Ming. They were small giants, okay? If you want to call that kind of oxymoron there. They were small giants. Yao Ming, Andre the Giant. Even Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash was 7 foot as well. But the other giant, not Andre the Giant, but the other giant was 7'4". You know what I'm saying? They're here on Earth. They're existing today. They were just small giants, bro. The real giants were 20 feet. Average 20 feet, bet, average. Tallest 40, 70, even 80 and 100 at their peak. At their peak on Earth, they were 80 and 100 feet tall on average. There's no doubt about it in my mind. When they got killed out was the last war. The giants tried to overtake Zeus and the Greek gods, at least, or they tried to overtake the Earth as their own and maybe establish a Titan-type regime again on Earth. And they got stomped out once and for all. It's said that many of the tallest giants and Titans are buried under the mountain ranges. Appalachian, mountains like that, Mount Kailash, Romania, the mountain in Romania, Busegi Mountain in Romania. Yeah, bet. These mountain ranges weren't natural, fam. Bet me. Mountain ranges were not natural. You know how I know? Because I watch Google Earth every day, and every mountain range has a pyramid on it, or a spatial structure, or some sort of freaking megalith on it that was made by mankind. A sort of mankind, probably the giants with super tech, whatever. Those mountain ranges are burial grounds for Titans. Theory, hypotheses, another hypothesis. Some of the mountain ranges could be burial grounds for Titans. I read that online the other day, and it blew my mind. It makes total sense. It makes total sense. Appalachian Mountains, I've been watching a lot of stuff on that. Those are said to be magical. They're said to be magical. The people that live in the Appalachian Mountains have stories for days. Basically, if you hear your name being called in the Appalachian Mountains, no, you didn't. All right? That's the type of atmosphere they got in the Appalachian Mountains. If you hear your name being called in the wilderness or you hear anything in the wild, no, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? You turn around and walk away. You don't walk towards it. You do not seek it. You do not search it out. But yeah, so the giants, the Titans, the biggest giants in the world. And you guys, we could be digging them up and not even know it. Their rocks, their bones would be so petrified that they would literally be stone. They would be so petrified they would literally be stone. You'd never be able to tell if they were buried like they say. The people on Earth and the beings that once lived here were very powerful, you guys. I don't think people understand this. I don't know why we're here now, why we're the lucky ones for the time being. It's just a cycle. It's cyclical. But end of the day, dude, there was some people on Earth and humans or humanoids that were once on Earth that were so powerful that we can't even fathom the power they had. We can't even begin to imagine it. Much more powerful than we ever thought of being. We're primitive in terms of to what they had back then. The pyramid era alone. People don't like to admit it. It scares them, the thought of it. Because this civilization got wiped out, right? Because this civilization, thank you, Farusha. I appreciate you. I love all the gifts, guys. Because this civilization got wiped out. So it terrifies people to think, oh my God, these people were much more advanced than us and they still died. Well, it's because they defied God. Because God had to flood them out and rid the earth of their evil sin. That's the truth. I mean, I know people don't like talking about biblical, but biblical nothing. It's biblical nothing. That's a story. This is reality, fam. This is reality. The reality of it is there's a being powerful enough out there, whether it be a God, whether it be a source energy, whether it be an ET, whatever it is, there's a being powerful enough out there to flood this motherfucking earth and wipe everything out in existence on it and reset it like clockwork. Look at the Titanic. Look at the Titanic. How dilapidated it is after just 100 years under seawater. If they flooded the earth for 1,000 years, you would have nothing left. No structures, no concrete. It would all be broken down into the sand at the bottom of the ocean floor. And the only things left, Mount Rushmore, rock and stone, things carved in stone. Why do you think ancient beings did this? They knew. Why do you think ancient beings wrote all of their context in tablet form, on rocks, written in stone, baby? They did it because they knew that's the only way anything survived the cataclysms and the floods that happen on this planet. every so many thousand years. Yes, they returned after the flood. Absolutely. Some people survived. Sure. Some people survived. Where they went to, of course, yeah, it wiped out everything. But certain beings, the good light, the love and light beings, were led to the inner earth core. They were led to tunnels under the earth. And they got to reemerge after the floodwaters resided. And then that's how the race of man continued on. Even the reptilians, man. Even the reptilians dove under the earth. Everything did that could and knew. Think about how many of us actually know. Think about people right now here on this earth, on this planet right now. How many of you actually know where to go underground, in tunnels, to get from a flood? I don't. You know what I'm saying? I will guarantee you 99.9999.99% of the planet don't. I bet you 0.1 of the population knows where to go and is preparing if a flood scenario takes place. So the stargates, right? Like Stonehenge, for example. There's a Stonehenge, and there's multiple Stonehenges all over the earth. I've found many of them. Even in Lake Michigan, Stonehenges. The Lake Michigan one had a path leading to it. It had a stone path that ran over the land of Michigan, through Lake Huron, and into Canada. A path left by higher beings to a stargate that was on, that people could follow before the flood to go to inner earth, preserve their civilizations. The one set up by the one in Greece, the main Stonehenge, the one in Greece or whatever, that one was a giant Stonehenge. That was for giants. That one was for giants. No doubt about it. You gotta watch it. Yeah, that one was for giants. So, the beings on this planet were uber powerful, guys. We're getting there. Our tech is getting there. And I feel like that's some of the trade-off that we've had with what we're gaining in return. The evil beings are infiltrating with tech, just like they did the Atlanteans. There's satanic cults. Oh, you kidding me? I like my God's gift, the green earth. You want to open some chakras? Right there, baby. So yeah, amazing, crazy things have happened on this planet that we don't even begin to understand. I know you guys, if you guys haven't watched it, watch my 7 Luminaries series. Watch my 7 Luminaries series. All that information came from my boy Monstro. He might be on here right now. If you are Monstro, what up, my guy? What up? He shared some stories that were passed down from his grandfather. All these amazing stories of all this amazing things that happened on Earth. How the Mexicanos, they joined forces with ancient alien beings to beat out the reptilians and the giants on the Third Earth War. It was a very hard-fought battle. Animals were talking to humans. Humans and animals could talk. Amazing things. Sasquatch, Bigfoot, has been around for millennia. They've watched humans all throughout Earth, and all throughout our history. Every different type of human that was here and put here, they watched grow and fail. The Bigfoots have been let into the world of inner earth. They've been let into the next level world. Okay? They're divine in a way. They're ascended beings, Bigfoot. They can tell just by looking at you if you're evil, what your aura is. They can tell as soon as you approach them what aura you give off. Are you a killer? Are you evil? Are you evil in closed doors? They can tell. If you walk up to a Bigfoot and you see one, Most likely you're near a Stargate or an Earth portal. Okay? That's what they say. Most likely you're near a Stargate or an Earth portal. They will try and keep you away. They'll use their sticks, they'll hit trees, and they will do whatever it takes to keep you away. Okay? They will do whatever it takes to keep you away from the said portal. But if you are of love and light, they will see that your aura is good and they will let you walk into that portal and they may even escort you to it. No lie. That portal will take you to the most beautiful, amazing, heavenly-like place in the whole universe. Agartha. All love and light. Souls match. Soulmates are real there. Everybody loves everybody. Nobody eats anybody. Nobody attacks anybody. Nobody victimizes anybody. It's all love and light. And it's all beauty and peace and harmony. Everybody plays their role. Shit, trust me, I'd love to go, bro. I'd love to go. I know this how? I know this due to the records of the Admiral Richard Byrd. The Admiral Richard Byrd. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, all his lost diaries of his experience when he flew to Antarctica on Operation High Jump and got to go to Middle Earth. He's done it twice. He did it on his North Pole flight in 1926 as well. He did it later in 1948 after they dropped the atomic bombs. Do you want to keep questioning me? Sorry. I got to get cocky once in a while. But the reason they called him down there is because when we launch atomic bombs or when we blow up atomic bombs, it actually sets off dimensional changes, not just for our planet, but for inner Earth and planets alike. Okay? And you want to know how I know there's more than there's inner Earth? The moon is hollow as well. So what these beings do is they are so super advanced, they have a plasma-like drill that will disintegrate. We even have one. Humans have one. We have one that we're making tunnels with right now. It's a super high-tech plasma drill that can drill through the earth up to 60 miles per hour. Imagine that. And as it does it, it literally like sears or singes, burns the rock wall. And it forms a tunnel that's soft to the touch, porous, and like marble. So it can get air. So no matter what or where you're at, them tunnels have oxygen in them. You don't have to supply any oxygen to them. The tunnels are made that well and that porous. But the ETs have one at a much larger scale, okay? So the ETs have one, and think about it. If you're this advanced, why not core out planets that the consistency of the dirt, the consistency of the growing product, the soil, the rock, is going to be the same as on the surface as it is in the inside of the earth? Think about it. So what does that mean? That means you can grow crops there, you can grow trees there, you can grow plant life, you can sustain life there. There's water pockets everywhere. It's no-brainer. You core out the middle of the earth and you make it so you guard each Sims hole. And for some reason, they have to do one on top and bottom of the planet. They can't just do one hole. Maybe for oxygen purposes, I don't know. But they can't just do one, so they do two. This is consistent. I'm not shitting you. Every fucking planet in our solar system, from Venus on, has been hollowed out at one time or another. Go look at their poles. Have you seen Saturn's North Pole? It's a perfect freaking hexagon with a center tornadic core. Middle Earth, middle Saturn, inner Saturn, whatever you want to call it. Look them up. Look up every single pole of every single planet. Look it up. They will show you inner Earth planets. They've all been cored out. Every one of them. The moon, all of them. And it's why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't the ETs do this? Because think about it. The surface is much more volatile. You're exposed to the sun. The sun is the sun is actually life-draining as hell. A large portion of the reason the inner Earth beings live much longer is the sun. The sun is a life drainer. Okay? the surface is much more volatile to asteroids, meteoroids hitting the planet, okay? Floods, cataclysms, volcanoes, you name it. Where all of this surface is volatile, what's not? The core. The core is not volatile. It's safe. So these higher beings are drilling out core and out planets, and they're living there. Think about it too. You're too close to the sun. It's too hot. What's it going to do? Act as a coolant, act as an air conditioner, because you're inside the planet. If you're too far away from the sun, it's too cold. You could put a heat source inside of it, and it would contain said heat source. You could live on it. Just saying. China just recently created a false sun. Did they not? Using electromagnetics and the like. China sustained a false nuclear sun for over 30 seconds. If they can do it, then damn well sure the beings of inner earth and the beings of this outer space can do it. Are you with me? I don't care. I'm telling you. At the end of the day. So Venetians are living in the inner core of Venetia, or Venus. The surface of Venus is 800 degrees. The core is not. Venus actually used to be one of the Earth moons from what happened when Tiamat exploded in our solar system. When Tiamat exploded, it actually caused a ripple effect throughout the entire solar system. It even sent one of Earth's moons into another orbit. Venus, close to the sun, hot. Also made Uranus turn on its east-west. Uranus's poles, east and west, not north and south. Look it up. That planet was blown. There was an explosion so hard and so impactful that it actually turned an entire planet. And that was when Tiamat was blown up by whatever it was blown up by. Crazy stuff. I could go on for days, y'all. Sorry if I'm smoking too much. Just it's what I do. So how's everybody doing? Did you guys see? I want to talk to you about a couple of my videos anyway. A couple of my videos. Did you guys see the video of the drone catching footage of something shaking a tree to its like maximum, uprooting a massive cedar tree or a pine tree? It was literally shaking this tree, guys. Woof, woof. This tree was probably 30 foot tall. Go check it out. I just posted it not too long ago. Whatever it was shaking this tree. Woof, woof, woof. And then it goes, boom, uproots that motherfucker and walks off with it. You can see it when it walks off with it. I'm not even making it up. Go check it out. It's probably like 4 videos ago. Pretty cool video. Pretty insane stuff. It's either a Sasquatch or a giant. That's my guess. Some guys were like, oh, those are tree fellers. I didn't see no tree feller. I saw a tree get felled by a massive being freaking ripping it out of the ground. That's a crazy video. I just posted another video of a new U.S. drone. Add me, guys, too. Check my Facebook out. Kyle Frisbee, KYLEFRISBEY. I'm sharing reels on Facebook. I'm trying to get more exposure. Add me on YouTube. Add me on Insta. It's All Night God 333. The only one that's different is my Facebook. It's Kyle Frisbee. It's my Facebook from when I grew up. So you'll be able to see who I am. Follow me, y'all. Follow me. Give me some followers on Facebook. I'd appreciate it. I tried to make the name Night God, but it wouldn't let me. You have to have your real name, so your real identity. So check it out. Kyle Frisbee, KYLEFRISBEY. That's my last name. Frisbee like the toy. Yep, that's my last name. So check me out. Add me up. Follow me. Like me. Check my reels. They're only 30 seconds, but when I get to a certain point, I think it'll go from 30 seconds to a minute for me. I just have to have a certain following. So let's get me there so I can put 60-second videos. People hate 30-second videos. I have to put on every video. For the full video, follow me at YouTube or YT, Insta, TikTok, @NightGod333. That's all my platforms, all of them. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the sunglasses. Toast my goat. Appreciate it. I love this stuff. This is the content I share. May it be fantastical? Yes. Do I believe most of it? Yeah, sure. Why not? I think that we need to open our minds and we need to start thinking a little bigger with our thoughts on this planet. Stop looking at these ancient beings that were supposedly so primitive to us that they were quacks for the stories that they shared. No, they weren't. They were sharing the real stories. We're the ones lying. We're the ones making up our own history. We're the ones lying. They are sharing their real experiences and real stories, whether they be real to us or not. Don't matter. They are real. The folklore and the stories told around the campfires for ages. If shit ended today, I'll go back to it again. If shit ended today, if we flooded tomorrow and there was a cataclysm, what story would we share? What story would we share? The stories that lived on through mankind. Those would be the only ones left. Everything's in a computer base. All computers. What's going to happen when the computer bases flood? Those ain't never going to survive. That's all going to be wiped out. Our whole history will be wiped out. We will have not even existed to the next people on this earth, except for the stories and lore and folklore we shared. After the survivors, the survivors, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So, we need to start taking this history more seriously, guys. Even Norse mythology, I know it sounds crazy. Medusa, all that shit. I know it sounds wacky, but try to think of it in a literal sense. Try to think of it as in a chimera-like hybrid being, cross DNA stitched like sense that could be real. That could be essentially real. The Titans were real, fam. The Titans were real. They were an experiment early on Earth. There was dinosaurs that big. Why couldn't the Titans be real? There were dinosaurs that big. Why couldn't there be humanoids that big? There were. There were. You know what I'm saying? There were. So we need to start taking this history more seriously. And people need to start... Make sure y'all that are going to my Facebook, make sure y'all follow me too. If you add me, follow me too, please. I want to see that followers number go up. I need to get to that 100,000 number. I'd like to get to that 100,000 number on my followers. That'll start getting me paid, man. You guys, I don't make shit. I'm not even lying. I opted out of the TikTok Creator Fund because I didn't want to get banned no more. I opted out. I didn't get accepted in the Creator Fund for YouTube yet. I think they're being flooded. I ain't getting paid shit. So, and I'm getting millions of views, man. I've got 200 million views on TikTok alone. So it's kind of a hard game. It's a tough game trying to do this creator route, trying to spread knowledge, trying to share what I've learned with people. That's why gifts are so important. During these lives, that's why gifts are so important. And I understand they cost you guys money. I get that. I get it. But it's the price of being a creator. Like, I've even tried to switch my niche up and not do what I do, like tell and teach. Like, try to do like a game or something like that to gain money. Because, quite frankly, telling and teaching don't get paid, dude. You know what I mean? Telling and teaching doesn't get paid. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to get more gifts out of you guys. I love you all. Thank you all for gifting me so much. It really means a lot. But telling and teaching don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get, and I think Facebook's going to be huge for me. Facebook has a 5 billion people platform. You know what I'm saying? Facebook has a 5 billion people platform. So I'm going to get exposure there. And I think once I get enough, no matter what, I do have a podcast as well. Check out my podcast. It's on Spotify, Night God. On Spotify, Night God 333. It's my emblem, NG, like at the top. Check it out, my podcast. I haven't checked it in a couple days, actually. I was doing them every day. What I do is I convert my live audio. To a podcast. So that's why I try to read out your comments when you comment me. all that stuff. So, dude, I've been looking into NFTs, and, dude, I'm just having a hard time with it, dude. I'm having a hard time with it, bro. I would love that, dude. Hey, if anybody could put me on the NFT game, fuck yeah, let's get it. For real, y'all. For real. I could use some NFT game. I'm all set up for OpenSea right now. I'm all set up. I got a crypto wallet. I got $80. That's about literally all I can afford to put in there. $80. A crypto wallet, and I'm ready to rock on NFTs, man. So if you guys could, NFT, hit me up. NightGod87 at Proton Mail for my NFT. If you guys want to put me on to some NFTs, fuck yeah. NightGod87 at Proton Mail. I'm trying to sustain my own self, man. I got an LLC. I got a business. I'm trying to do it myself. I don't want to work for the man. I want to work for myself. I want to spread knowledge to you guys. I want to keep it popping and keep on researching the history of our world, because it's amazing, man. The truth shall be told. And it needs to be told. Also, I do have like chakra bracelets, the 7 chakra bracelets, bracelets like that in my Shopify, which is in my link in the bio. Check it out. They're chakra bracelets of all types, tiger's eye, the 7 chakras, plus lava, little lava balls. They're the ball style bracelets. Check them out if you're interested. And I also have a chakra bag of all the stones that you need to find your chakra, meditate over, whatever. I have home protection stones for evil entities, home protection stones that when you put them together, the 7 chakra stones, they'll keep out and drive out evil entities. Check them out. Yeah, Aragonite. I do have Aragonite actually on there too. Pretty cheap, actually. In crystal form, like crystal pyramid form. The evil spirit realm, it's deep, guys. I had a pretty crazy experience the other day with the evil spirit realm. I haven't always done right in life. In fact, I've made poor choices in life at times, but I'm trying to change my life, right? And change it for the better. And send the message that it can be done. You can turn your life around, you guys. No matter how bad and how deep you think you're in, you can change your life around, man. And it's a beautiful thing when you do. You know what I'm saying? I recently had my mom show up to my house and just basically stage like an intervention on me, basically, and say that you're coming to live with me for a while and get right. And I said, okay, let's do it. And ever since then, the first night, I had these dreams, and I had these really terrible dreams. And I've been having the weirdest dreams ever since of a whole nother world, you guys. It's the craziest thing I've ever experienced in my life. I was definitely being followed by darkness. I was definitely being followed by evil entities. They were around me at all times, and I didn't even know it. And that's the truth. I don't care when you start fucking with shit that's junk and trash. The trash comes with it, man. And that's demons, dude. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Y'all can criticize me in the comments all you want. Demons, fam. The first night, I couldn't sleep. So I didn't fall asleep till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And usually I only share this when my numbers get a little lower because, I don't know, these are my OG people, so I figure they won't hate me or leave me because of what I tell them. Because I might sound crazy to some, you know what I mean? And that's why you guys see me going to my God's green, the good stuff, the seed that man was reaped to bear and reap the benefits of. That's why you see me going to it a lot, even in my lives, because it helps me, okay? I hope it doesn't get held against me, but if it does, so be it. It's legal. It's all legal. It's a medicine for anxiety and depression. We all have struggles, and we shouldn't be criticized for those struggles. Everybody's struggle's different, too. There's levels to this shit, I understand. But what may seem small to you or somebody else may be great to another. May be detrimental to another. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever minimize what somebody's going through, because we all have demons, man, and we all fight at our own levels. You know, just because you grew up homeless doesn't mean that your fight is any different than that rich kid's on the corner because his daddy measures him up every day and beats him down because he's not as good as him. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's levels, dude. It's levels. So yeah, but I was dreaming, and I was dreaming. Thank you, Vigilant. Thank you so much. I was dreaming, right? I appreciate that. That's love. I appreciate that. So I was dreaming the other morning, and I couldn't believe it, man. I was sitting there, and I was in that REM sleep where you're half awake, half asleep. I told this story yesterday, so sorry if you're hearing it again. But this guy's asking me about the other realm, the dark. This is the dark. It's what you dabble in. Even alcohol brings demons, okay? Anything that alters the mind, dude, brings demons. I won't say that for my green, though. You know what I'm saying? That's God's gift. It was growing. It's a plant. You know what I'm saying? Man-made booze is booze. It's refined and it's man-made. There's a process in which it's man-made. You know what I'm saying? Even the OP plant in Afghanistan, the black tar. It's a plant at black tar phase, but once it's put here, it's refined. Mankind messes with it, and that's when it becomes evil. That's when it becomes fucked up. Thank you so much for the gifts. I thank you so much for that. So I was up, and dude, it's gonna sound crazy to you guys. You know, my mom's like, "Oh, you just hallucinated." No, I didn't. They're real. They're fucking real. I was awake, half asleep, half awake, and I was up in my stepsister's room because my grandma, her boyfriend are staying here because my grandma hadn't been doing well. So I was up in my stepsister's room upstairs because I don't sleep in my downstairs room anymore, because that's where something bad happened in my life. With, you know, I lost somebody down there, and I don't feel right. I don't feel right. It ain't good down there, man. It ain't good down there, dude. I just don't. So I don't sleep in my old room. I had a bathroom and everything down there, but that's where somebody I loved lost their life. So I don't go down there anymore. I don't even like going down there. So I stay upstairs. I was staying in my stepsister's room. And anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm like half asleep. Okay. And I'm like in that REM where I can open my eyes just a little bit and see around me, but I can't move. I'm in that REM, that sleep paralysis, which is, they say, happens a lot with when dark entities are around. And all of a sudden I see these fingers. Like, I'll do it right here right quick. It'll probably kind of be spooky, but check this out. So this is like the bedroom door, right? I'm seeing fingers like this. And they're crawling. You know what I'm saying? They're crawling around the door. I can't make this shit up. They're crawling around the door. And I'm like, fuck, what the fuck is going on? This is weird. And all of a sudden I hear this fucking voice. And it's kind of like just grumbling and growling. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm getting fucking like, whoa. This is scary. I'm starting to get scared. And then I'm sleeping and I'm facing her closet, right? And I see these like eyes start to glow from behind the cracks in the closet door. So I'm starting to panic. Like, dude, you guys, I got goosebumps talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? It was real to me. These eyes start to glow behind this door. And instantly, I start thinking, fuck my cross, because I always wear a cross. You guys noticed that in a lot of my videos. I always have a cross. Well, when my mom came and picked me up the other night from my place and my little intervention type thing, I was like, where's my cross? And I was kind of in and out of it. I was just all messed up. Like, And I was in and out of it, but I was like, "Where's my cross? Where's my cross?" Because I need my cross, dude. I can't look. I don't like being without it because it protects me, man. It fucking protects me, man. Anything a godly or Jesus like Bibles. I slept with Bibles. Nothing. I didn't have. There was no God paraphernalia in that room at that night. None. So I got Bibles and I got crosses, and I swear to God, bro, put them next to my bed. Blouses on them. Nothing. Zilch from them. So. I for this night I didn't have them. Anything, any angelic or nothing like that paraphernalia. So I start saying in my head, "Oh Father, who art thou in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come." And it's weird because I was like half in and half out, so it was like hard for me to say it. It was really weird, bro. Like I couldn't think it. It was like hard for me to say it. I was like, "Oh Father, who art thou in hallowed be thy name." You know, and I'm trying to fucking say it out loud, but I can't say it. But I am saying it to me in my head. And I start saying the Lord's Prayer, and I finish it. And for some reason, I get to say amen. I forget to say amen because I'm not a regular prayer, so I don't think about that, right? I don't think about saying amen. And I say this prayer, and this fucking, I swear to God, y'all, this demon goes, "Say amen." And I'm like, holy fuck, dude. Like the first time he said it, I was took back like, no fucking way, this is real. It's hearing me. It's hearing me, y'all. And I go, and so I'm like in shock. And he gets even louder the next time he says it. "Say amen." And I'm like, amen. And dude, he stayed that one time. After this first round, he stays. This is just the other day, bro. This is just the other day. He stays, right? And I could tell he was took aback by it. He was like hurt by it, but he wasn't fully gone by it, right? So then I said to myself in my head, I call on the Archangel Michael, please come help me. And then I say that, right? And then I said, even, and then I start thinking, and I say that, and then I say, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel. Those are the three that I know in my head the most. I said, please come to my aid. And I didn't say amen again. I fucking shit you not, bro. I didn't say amen again. And this fucking thing goes, say amen. And it's in that growly voice just like that, bro. I swear to God, fam. And I fucking said, amen. And dude, after I said amen that time, he fucking dissipated into this like gaseous green like motherfucking ball of darkness. And I watched it float up out of my door. Can't make this shit up. Can't make it up. Okay? And then there was a couple stragglers after that. Not just him. He was the worst. I swear it was the three-horned demon. I swear he was an element of the three-horned demon, fam. He was attached to me. And that night, before that, I was really on something. And I was way messed up high. And I was stupid. And I was talking like a demon. My family told me I was. I was talking like a demon. My neighbor was outside listening to me talk that way. He probably scared of me. He's probably scared of me now. It's not funny, though. It's not funny, man. I opened myself up. I opened my chakra, and he let in, dude. It was something like that, dude, like a psychotic acute attack, dude. It was just a stress. I had so much stress on me, dude. I have all these payments due. I got a lot going on. I got this chick coming down, dude, and I'm getting with her, and I don't even hardly know the bitch. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? This shit's going crazy, dude. My life was just going wacky, dude. And boom, you know what I mean? And I just went off, dude. And that thing attached to me, y'all. It attached to me. And then so that thing goes. That thing goes. And then all of a sudden I fall asleep because I think it's gone, right? But then I remember those hands still trying to reach around the door. So I start dreaming. And this is fucking freaky, dude. It gives me chills, dude. I start dreaming. And I'm dreaming that I'm running. Okay? I'm running. Pop, 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 pop. Getting it. And it was like muddy, watery, like sandy dirt. And I was running up this trail, and I was next to this building, and I looked behind me. This fucking little girl. She had to have been 3 years old. This tall. Okay? This little girl. 3 years old. With a deformed face. Her face is all turned. Her face was all turned. Her mouth was like up here. I was like down here. Her face was turned. And she starts fucking chasing me. She starts chasing me in this dream. I'm fucking getting it, dude. And all of a sudden, I turn around, there she is. And I'm fucking getting it that much harder. And I come to this hill, y'all. I come to this hill. And I can't get up the hill in the dream. And the whole time she's running after me, she's going, why are you leaving us? Why are you leaving me? Why are you leaving us? Fucking sure as shit. Why are you leaving us? Like I'm leaving the dark side, y'all. Because I'm getting right in my life. She's begging me to stay. And every time she would catch me, she would give me this big hug. And then I'd wake up in that REM sleep. And one of the times is when I started seeing more fingers coming around the wall. So I fell back asleep. And I started praying again and stuff. And then I seen her again. So I woke up in between her fucking little chasing event. And she started chasing me again. This time I was in open grass. Open field like grass. I'm fucking getting it. She catches me again. Hugs me. And I wake up out of my REM. And that time there was this tall female figure with skinny legs. She had skinny fucking jeans on. And she was tall, dude. Like 6'5", bro. Skinny and 6'5", 7 foot tall. Just standing next to my bed like this. That time, I had enough, bro. It was like 5 a.m. I fucking jolted up, and I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. So I got up, and I actually went downstairs to my living room, where there's just, it's more open. It's just better vibes, bro. It's not as isolated. And I literally sat on my couch, reclined my mom's chair, and tried to fall asleep. She finally woke up, said, what are you doing out here? And then I told her and my stepdad the story in the morning. They said I was hallucinating, and I said, no, I was not. It was real, bro.